Shalom. This is to all Israelite groups and all Israelite communities and all breakoffs from One West and breakoffs from breakoffs from breakoffs from breakoffs. No matter what rainbow uniform you wear, red, white, purple, and white, all white, it don't matter. You should all treat the Isupk like your weird, misunderstood Sabbath. You shouldn't do anything until you counsel with the Isupk. We'll tell you when and what to eat. We'll tell you who to marry. We'll tell you who to have sex with and how. We'll tell you how to resolve conflicts with your wives. We'll tell you how to resolve conflicts with your kids, your brothers, your sisters, your parents, your friends, everybody. We'll tell you when and how to pray. We'll tell you how to direct your life in a way that's pleasing to the Most High God of Israel and our Black King Yahushua, a.k.a. Jesus Christ. We will be to you instead of a God. Just like the Most High told Moses in Exodus 4:16 that Aaron would be to him instead of a mouth and he would be to Aaron instead of a God, that's what we'll do for you. It is what you all need because none of you know what the fuck you are doing. I pray you understand. Shalom.
لا يشعل Right, I majum upanya hakodam. So we stand and face the east. Repeat after me. We're going to say the prayers first in the Hebrew and then in the English. Starting with the Lord's Prayer. Abanawa, Shabbat Shemayim, Kudash, Haya, Shamka, Yahweh, Malakwaka, Daba'a, Ratazaka, Haya, Aisha, Barataza, Kawa, Haya, Bashamayim, Nathananawa, Lakam, Kal, Yawam, Wasalakanawa, Kawawaknawa, Kasalaknawa, Kawawakyanawa, Wala'a, Dabaya'anawa, Banasai 1, Awshainawa, Mayan, Rai, Kaya, Laka, Hamalakwa, Waha'ala, Wahatapara, La'aiwalumium, Aman. In the English, Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name, Yahweh, thy kingdom come, thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory forever. So be it. Cock the powers. In the Hebrew, Yahweh, Bahasham Yahushai, Babu Kusha, Nathananawa, Hakak, Larapa'ah, Kal Makala, Wakal Madawa, Hakak, Latahar, Matazariah, Hakak, Lahakoyim, Hamathim, Hakak, Arakawath, Atama'ala, the Garshan, Bahasham Yahushai, the water of money. In the English, what we said was Yahweh in the name of Yahushai. Please give us the power to heal all manner of sickness and all manner of disease, power to cleanse the lepers, power to raise the dead, the power against unclean spirits to cast them out. In the name of Yahushua. Thank you. So be it. Bless Israel. In the Hebrew, Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua, Barak Lanawa, Wayasha'ala, Wahabayath, Saparium, Barak, Ba'ashem Yahushua, the water, Amun. What we said in the English was, Yahweh, in the name of Yahushua, bless us and Israel and the school in the name of Yahushua. Thank you. So be it. Psalm chapter 121. In the Hebrew, Asha, Ayanya, Harlem, Ma'ayan, Yaba'a, Isaiah, Ma'aim, Yahweh, Aisha, Shamayim, Warataza, Ayatan, Lamawat, Regalka, Yanawam, Shamarka, Hanala'a, Yanawam, Wala'a, Yayashan, Shawamar, Yasha'ala, Yahweh, Shamarka, Yahweh, Tazalka, Aliyad, Yamyaka, Yawamam, Ashamash, Laayakaka, Wayarak, Layala, Yahweh, Yashamarka, Makalrad, Yashamar, Athnapashka, Yahweh, Yashamar Tazaathka, Waba Wa'aka, Ma'itha, Wa'ida Walam. In the English, what we said was, I will lift up my eyes into the hills, from whence cometh my help. My help cometh from Yahweh, which made heaven and earth. He will not suffer thy foot to be moved. He that keepeth thee will not slumber. Behold, he that keepeth Israel shall neither slumber nor sleep. Yahweh is thy keeper. Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand. The sun shall not smite thee by day, nor the moon by night. Yahweh shall preserve thee from all evil. He shall preserve thy soul. Yahweh shall preserve thy going out and thy coming in, from this time forth and even forevermore. Book of Psalms, chapter 83, in the English. Keep not thy silence, O Yahweh. Hold not thy peace, and be not still, O Yahweh. For lo, thine enemies make a tumult. I'm sorry. It's in the English. I'm sorry. In the Hebrew. Alahayim, all the Mayalaka, all the Karash, with all the Shakwat, all Kayahanna, our Yabyaka, Yahamaya one, Wamasanayaka, Sha'awa, Ra'ash, Al Imaka, Yaira Yumwa, Sawad, Wayata Ya'ai to the Wa, Al to the Pawanyaka, Amarwa, Lakawa, Wanakakiram, Magoya, Wala'a, Yazikar, Sham Yasha'ala, Iwad, Kaya, Nawa'ai to the Wa, Lab, Yakadwa, Al Yaka, Baryath, Yakarathwa, Ahoya, Arawam, Wayashamaya Layam, Mawaba, Wahagaryam, Gabal, Waimawan, Wa Imalak, Pa Lashath, I am Yashabia, Tazawar, Gum Ashawar, Nalawa, Imam, Hayawa, Zarawad, Labanya Lawat, Salah, Aisha Laham, Kamadi, Kasayasara'a, Kayabin, Banakal, Koyashwan, Nashamadwa, Bayan, Ya'ara, Hayawa, Laman, La'adama, Shayathamwa, Nadiyamawa, Ka'arab, Wa Kazaaba, Wa Kazabak, Wa Katazalmanai, Call Nasayakumwa, Ashar, Amarwa, Na Yarasha, Na Nawa, Ath, Nawath, Alahayab, Alahayab, Shayathamwa, Kagogala, Kakwash, Lapanya Rakab, Ka'ash, Naba'ira Yaira, Wa Kalahaba, Dalahat, Haryam, Khan, Daradapma, Basa Irika, Wabasa Wapatka, Dabahalam, Malaa, Panyahum, Kuala One, Wayabakwashua, Shamka, Yahweh, Yabashua, Wayabahawa, Aya Ay, Waya Kaparwa, Waya Abadwa, Waya Daaiwa, Kaya, Ata, Shamka, Yahweh, Labadka, Al Yawan, Al Kal Ha'aratza. All right, in the English, what we said was, keep not thy silence, O Yahweh, hold not thy peace, and be not still, O Yahweh, for lo, thine enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people, and consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, come, and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more remembrance. For they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee, the tabernacles of Edom, and the Ishmaelites, of Moab, and the Hagarenes, Gebal, and Ammon, and Amalek, the Philistines with the inhabitants of Tyre. Assur also is joined with them. They have hope in the children of Lot, Salah. Do unto them as unto the Midianites, as to Sisera, as to Jabin, at the brook of Kison, which perished at Endor. They became as dung for the earth. Make their nobles like a Reb, and like Zaed. Yea, all their princes, as Zabah and as Amunah, who said, let us take to ourselves the houses of God in possession. O my power, make them like a wheel. Make them like the wheel, as the stubble before the wind, as the fire burneth a wood, and as the flame setteth the mountains on fire. So persecute them with thy tempest, and make them afraid with thy storm. Fill their faces with shame, that they may seek thy name. O Lord, let them be confounded and troubled forever. Yea, let them be put to shame and perish, that men may know that thou, whose name alone is Yahweh, art the most high over all the earth. Blessings in the Hebrew. Barakatah Yahweh, wa Yahweh Shah, wa Mayaka'ala, wa Alahayim, Matazab Ya'ah, Alawap Yahanna, Alawap, so like Ha Alawapim, Ha Saranyim, Ha Kwatizayanyim, Ha Kayayoyim, wa Ha Gwatim, Yahweh, wa Hashem Yahweh Shah, the water among. In the English, bless you Yahweh and Yahweh Shah, and Michael, and the angels, commanding General YAHANNA, the generals, the captains, the officers, the troopers, and the sisters, Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh Shah. Thank you, so be it. Blessed are you, Yahweh, King of heaven and earth, and all things living. Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh Shah, listen to us now, right now. Send evils and curses, and punishment and destruction to the heathen that speak against us, thy prophets, the teachers, the princes, the priests, the Israelite brothers, and the school. Send evils and curses, and punishment and destruction to the heathen, and shake loose the treasure of the rich of Israel, that refuse to give to the school. Force their riches to enter into thy sanctuary. Send evils and curses, and punishment and destruction to the Edomites, and the nation, and their drug dealers, the court system, the prison system, Planned Parenthood, all the governments of our enemies, Amalek's synagogues and armies, Roman Catholic Church, the Pope, Islam, Christianity, Egyptology, militia, Ku Klux Klan, Aryan Nation, skinheads, posse comitatus, the gay movement, the lesbian movement, spies, workers of witchcraft, NASA space programs, Army, Navy, Air Force, and Marines, Wall Street. Open up the internet and the airwaves, the cable access channels, and the radio channels. Convict the spirit of any of thy people that seek to stop us. and bring swift destruction to all the heathen that stand in the way, or try to stop us from broadcasting your words throughout the planet Earth. Let loose all the plagues, cause them to go to and fro through the earth, and consume them. Let the plague shake the house of the thief and the murderer. Let Yahweh Shai, Michael, and Gabriel come down with the flying saucers, and punish all the heathens that come up against us as we speak thy word. Cause it to be known by all that it is the angels that have done it. Cause it to be spread through the media throughout the whole world. Cause them to shake at thy coming. In the name of Yahweh Shai. Thank you always. So be it. All right. Sar, which means I'm sorry. Yajimatai, which means hands down. Sar, which means to turn. Yeshabia, which means to be seated. All right. Clap it up. Okay. It's definitely checked a little bit. All right, shalom, everybody joining us. Thank you for tuning in. If you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit the like button on the video, and also hit that bell so you get notified every time we go live. We're doing a lot of classes, a lot of different podcasts and things like that. So you definitely don't want to miss out on the action. You know what I'm saying? So today, we're going into the book of Numbers, chapter 31 through chapter 32. And you know what I'm saying, if you've been following along, of course, you know that this is all the history of the Israelites coming out of the captivity in Egypt, establishing their kingdom, establishing their city, and their government. You understand? Amongst other things, amongst the day-to-day life lessons. You know what I mean? So if you would turn to the book of Numbers, chapter 31, we're going to start at verse 41. And we're going to read in the Hebrew first and then in the English. 7 verses. All right. Wayatan Masha Ata Makasa Tawamath Yahweh La, what's like that? La Aliyazar Hakahan Ma'ashar Tazawa Yahweh Ata Masha Wa Ma Kataza Yath Banya Yasha'ala Ashar Kataza Masha Mana Ha Anashim Ha Tazabayam. It's like Ha Tazabayam Ha Tahaya Ma Katazata Ha'aida Mana Ha Taza Ana Shalash Ma'awat Allah Wa Shalash Yim Allah Shaba'aitha Alakyam Wa Kamash Ma'awath Wa Bakwar Sha'a Wa Shalashim Alap Wa Kamaryam Shalashim Alap Wa Kamash Ma'awath Wa Napash Adam Shashaha Aishar Alap Wa Yakwak, verse 47, in case y'all, if I'm losing y'all. Verse 47, Wa Yakwak Masha Ma Makataza Tha Banya Yasha'ala Ata Ha'akaza Akad Mana Ha Kamashim Mana Ha Adam Wa Man Aba Ama Wa Yatan Atham La Wayam La Layam Shamaria Ma Shamartha Ma Shakan Yahweh Ka Ashar Tazawa Yahweh, Atha, Masha, Waya, Korabwa, Allah, Masha, Ha Paquadium, Ashar, La Alapia, Ha Tazaba'a, Sharia, Ha Alapium, Wa Sharyam, Wa Sharia, Ha Ma'awath. All right, so now we're going to read it in English. Sorry. All right, Numbers chapter 31, verse 41. And Moses gave tribute, which was the Lord's heave offering, unto Eleazar the priest, as the Lord commanded Moses, and of the children of Israel's half, which Moses divided from the men that warred. Now the half that pertained unto the congregation was 300,000 and 30,000 and 7,000. So 300,000 plus 30,000 plus 7,000, 337,500 sheep. Okay, and that's a lot of sheep. You know what I'm saying? And at this point in time, money was more so crops and cattle. So the way the common trade or currency, if you would, was crops and cattle. So there's really no wonder. It's kind of like looking at 30,000 sheep, 337,500 sheep. It's kind of like saying you got $500,000. You know what I'm saying? In today's time, it's pretty much the same. You know what I mean? But the currency of that day was sheep and ox and corn and grapes, things like that. And different things have different values, of course. And 30,000 asses and 500 and 30,000 asses and 506,000 persons. Okay, so 30,000 asses and 516,000 persons. I'm not sure if that's 506,000 or if that's 30,000 and 516,000. But since they put the asses between the 30,000 and the 500, I'm going to assume that the 500 is part of the 16,000 persons. You understand? I'll get more information on it if I need to, but it makes more sense to me that way. But that's verse 46. Verse 47. Even of the children of Israel's half, Moses took one portion of 50, both of man and of beast, and gave them unto the Levites, which kept the charge of the tabernacle of the Lord, as the Lord commanded Moses. All right, so next we're going to do the next 7. All right, I read 48 by mistake. I'm just going to read it again. Wayakorabwa, Allah, Masha, Ha Paquadium, Ashar, La Alapia, Ha Tazabah, or Ha Tazaba'a, Sharia, Ha Alapium, Washaria, Ha Ma'awath. 49. Wayamar al Mashah, Ibadika, Mashawa, Nasha'awa, Atha Ra'ash, Anashia, Ha Malakam, Ha Ashar by Yad Noah, Wala'a na pakwad ma manwa ayash wa na karab ata kwaraban Yahweh ayash ashar ma taza'a kalya zahab ata aida wa tazam yad taba aitha Aigayal wa kawamaz la kapar al na napash gayan wa lapanya Yahweh. Verse 51. Wayakwak Masha wa Alaizar ha Kahan Ath ha Zahab ma Atham called Kalaya Ma'aisha. Verse 52. Wa Yahaya called Zahab Hathar wa Ma Ashar ha Yamwa la Yahweh Shasha Aishar Alap Shabai Ma Awath wa Hakamashim Shakor Ma'ath Sharya ha Alapyam wa Ma'ath Sharya ha Ma'awath Anashaya ha Tazaba'a ba Zawa Ayash Lawa Wayakwak Masha wa La'izar ha Kahan Ath ha Zahab Ma'ath Sharya ha Alapyum wa Mawath Waya Ba'awa Athwa all Ahal Mawa'id 01 Labanya Yasha'ala Lapanya Yahweh. All right. In the English, verse 48. And the officers, which were over thousands of the host, the captains of thousands and captains of hundreds, came near unto Moses. And they said unto Moses, thy servants have taken the sum of the man, have taken the sum of the men of war which are under our charge, and there lacketh not one man of us. All right, so these soldiers came to Moses, these officers, you know what I'm saying? Just like what we have here in the UPK, officers and captains, you know what I'm saying? Officers over thousands, officers over 500, captains over hundreds and hundreds or thousands, you understand? But they have captains over 100. Came near unto Moses. He said unto Moses, thy servants have taken the sum of the men of war which are under our charge, and there lacketh not one man of us. Okay, so they took all the men to go to war. All right, now verse 50. We have therefore brought an oblation for the Lord. what every man hath gotten of jewels, of gold chains and bracelets, rings, earrings, and tablets, to make an atonement for our souls before the Lord. Verse 51. And Moses and Eleazar, the priest, took the gold of them, even all wrought jewels. Wrought means to work, something you worked on. So think of it like designer jewelry. Right? Somebody handcrafted this. Okay, verse 52. And all the gold of the offering that they offer up to the Lord of the captains of thousands and of the captains of hundreds was 16,750 shekels. Okay. Where do we stop at? All right. Verse 53. For the men of war had taken spoil, every man for himself. And Moses and Eleazar, the priest, took the gold of the captains of thousands and of hundreds, and brought it into the tabernacle of the congregation for a memorial for the children of Israel before the Lord. Okay, we're going to go into the next chapter. And we're going to start in the Hebrew. So now we're at the book of Numbers, chapter 32, verse 1. All right, chapter 32, verse 1. Wa Makona, Rab, Hazah, or Hazaha, Labunya, Ra'ash, Waban, Wa Labunya, Gad, Tazawam, Ma'ad, so, one second. Shalom, Chris. Yeah. No, not yet. All right. Shalom, Chris. All right, Salakia. All right, Labunya, Ra'ah, Waban, Wa, Labunya, Gad, Tazawam, Ma'ad, Yar, Awath, Wa'ath, Wa, Yara, Wa'ath, Arataza, Wa'ath, Arataza, Galaid, YAHANNA, Ha, Ma'kwam, Ma'kona. Verse 2. Wayaba'a, Banya, Gad, Wa Banya, Ra'al, Waban, Waya Amarwa, all Masha, wa all Eliezer, Hakahan, wa all Nashayaya, Ha Aidam, Aida, La Amar, Itarawath, Wa Yadaban, Waya Izar, Wana Mara, Wa Kashabwan, Wa Laila, Wa Shabam, Wa Nabwa, Wa Ba'aina. Verse 4. Ha Arataza, Ashar, Hakaha, Yahweh, Lapunya, Aidat, Yasha'ala, Arataza, Ma'kwana, Hawa, Wala Ibadium, Ma'kwan, I'm sorry, Ma'kwana. Verse 5. Waya Amarwa, ma tazaaha nawam kana ba'ayan yaka yatan ath ha arataza ha za'ath la ibadyaka la a kaza ath ta'ibara nawa ath ha yaradan. Verse 6. Wayamar Masha Labanya Gad Wa Labanya Ha Akaya Kam Ya Ba'awa La Malak La Malakma Wa Atham Da Shabwa Aha. Verse 7. Wa na kanwa wa na kanwa na kalataza ka'ashim lapanya banya yashar Allah Id ashar amam ha baya hawa ha baya anam all ma kwam wayashab tapanwa ba'ayraya ha ma batazar mapanya yashabya ha arataza. In the English, the book of Numbers, chapter 32, verse 1. Now the children of Reuben and the children of Gad had a very great multitude of cattle. And when they saw the land of Jazir and the land of Gilead, that behold, the place was a place for cattle. All right, so there's so much cattle here that it looks like this place is for the cattle. And it's like oh, this must be a zoo. This place is for these animals. All right. There's just so many animals, so great of a multitude of cattle. Right. Verse 2. The children of Gad and the children of Reuben came and spake unto Moses and to Eleazar the priest and unto the princes of the congregation, saying, Ataroth and Dibon and Jazir and Nimrah and Heshbon and Eli and Shabam and Nebo and Beon, even the country which the Lord smote before the congregation of Israel, is a land for cattle, and thy servants have cattle. Verse 5. Wherefore said they, if we have found grace in thy sight, let this land be given unto thy servants for a possession, and bring us not over Jordan. So at this point in time, you understand, some of the I don't want to call them another kingdom. So some of the tribes, right, Gad and Reuben, they want to stay here in this land. You got all this cattle in it, and it kind of makes sense, right? You got all this cattle. It's hard to move, you know what I'm saying, with all these cattle, especially if you're going on over a river. Crossing a river, it's going to be pretty hard to cross that river with all this cattle, to the point where this is the land of cattle. So they say, you know what, we're going to stay right here. Is this cool? Is this too wild? You know what I'm saying? Is it too wild, but we just stay right here? All right. Verse 5 or verse 6. And Moses said unto the children of Gad and to the children of Reuben, shall your brethren go to war, and shall ye sit here? Verse 7. And wherefore discourage ye the heart of the children of Israel from going over into the land which the Lord hath given them. You understand? You trying to stop us. You trying, so you good right here.
You can hear me?
You understand? This ain't the promised land. There's a precept that says this is not our rest, right? I'm paraphrasing. I mean, Moses is pretty much saying that this is not our rest. This is not the promised land. We haven't made it to the promised land yet. And you want to stop here, you know what I'm saying? And what's the word? I guess you deny your brothers the chance to see the promised land. That's what you want to do. You understand? You want to sit here and wait while your brothers war. You know what I mean? Moses like, nah, we ain't going for that. You understand? You gonna discourage the brother, you know what I'm saying? Y'all, if y'all stop here, the rest of the brothers gonna be discouraged, man. This is a good lesson on why, you know what I'm saying? If you're able, hold on, slack. Hey, shalom. Yeah, let's look at that. Oh, okay. My bad. Yeah, I see. All right, hey, shalom. Yeah, how about some y'all should break it up? See your side. Opposite of 1,000. Your side.
Shalom, y'all about some
you know what I'm saying? I'm here.
Oh, you came on
with these speakers.
Oh yeah, I came on. I thought it. Like, yeah, but it played through the video, but I don't think you could have heard me.
Yeah. All right. So I had to fix the speakers real quick. Now I can hear you now.
Hello, y'all about my Sabbath.
Y'all about some break it up. All right.
So you want me to read the English for you?
Yeah, kind of. If you could.
No sweat.
If you could.
That
was the last verse.
All right, no sweat.
Yeah, I'm going back into the Hebrew.
All right.
All right, verse 8. Nashabwa. I'm sorry. Nashawab all Batayanwa Id Hatanakal Banya Yasha'ala Ayash Na Kalathwa Yala'a Na Nakal Athum Ma'aibar La Yaradan Wahal Aha Kaya Ba'aha Na Kalatanwa Alayanwa Ma Aibar Ha Yaradan Ma Zarakha. Verse 20. Waya Amar. It's like Waya Amar Alahayim Masha Amam the Aisha one Adabar Hazaha Amah. I'm sorry. Da Kalatazawa Panya Yahweh La Malakamha. 21. Ibar Lakam Call Kalawataza Ath Ha Yaradan Lapanya Yahweh Aid Ha Wara Yashwa Ath Ayabyawa Ma Panyawa. Verse 22. Wana Kabasha Ha Arataza Lapanya Yahweh Wakar the Shabwa Waha Yayatam Na Koyam Ma Yahweh Wa Ma Yasha'ala Waha Yatha Ha Arataza Ha Za'ath Lakam La Akazaha Lapanya Yahweh. 23. I'm sorry, verse 13. I'm tripping. Wa'am La'ah the Aisha one Khan Hana Kata'a Thumb La Yahweh, wa Yadaiwa, Ka Ta'ath Kam, Ashar, Da Ma Taza'ah, Atkam. Verse 14. Van Wa Lakam, Irayam, La Tapkam, Wa Gadarath, La Tazan, Akam, Waha Yataza'ah, Ma Payakam, the Aishua. All right, and now for the English.
So like, yeah, I can read it. That's 8 to 14.
Okay.
All right. The book of Numbers, chapter 32, verse 8. Thus did your fathers when I sent them from Kadesh Barnea to see the land. For when they went
Mm-hmm.
up unto the valley of Escol and saw the land, they discouraged the heart of the children of Israel, that they should
Mm-hmm.
not go into the land which the Lord had given them. Verse 10.
Yeah, yeah, that discouraged them, man. And like now, the children of Gad and the children of Reuben, they about to, like Moses is being wise right now. Moses understands that, you know what I'm saying, history repeats itself. Because of what you trying to do right now, you're going to discourage your brothers. And it's the same thing that happened when we went up to the valley of Ishkar. You know what I'm saying? So Moses is being wiser than them and letting them know like this is not a good idea. Keep going. He's giving his counsel to them. Go ahead.
Right, Shalaka. I thought it was a precept dealing with when you're going to war, not to consult with a coward. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
Somebody gonna put, you know what I'm saying, they're gonna bring fear to the heart of the people. I remember, just on the wicked side, shit, man, we would be about to go do something wrong,
Mm-hmm.
still or anything that somebody will do, we would tell them, hey, look, nigga, if you're scared, stay home. You know what I'm saying? If
Mm-hmm.
you think we're gonna get caught, stay home. Because but I thought I don't know where it's at, but I could remember reading a law that somebody a coward can't go to war. Because you could the people you be around, like if you
Mm-hmm.
don't realize being in the UPK, just being around the brothers is a certain spirit gonna get on you. Like I
Right.
remember saying, like I always say that, just hearing Commander General YAHANNA, the way he fight for our people made me love my people. Like the way he
Right.
do when the other nation messing with our people when he speak, that spirit get on us. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? That spirit. So if you have a coward who's scared, they can try to put that spirit on. That's why
Yep.
our motto is no cowards and no excuses. Because that right there is a contaminator, you know. But anyway, verse 10. And the Lord's anger was kindled the same time, and he sware, saying,
Mm.
surely none of the men that came up out of Egypt from 20 years old and upward shall see the land which I swear unto Abraham, unto
Mm.
Isaac,
Yeah.
and to Jacob.
See, you done pissed the Lord off. See, at the same time when Moses was pissed off. Now think about this real quick. For you Christians and you cowards, you understand? This man Moses is the same man who unalived an Egyptian to help his brother. You understand? Went as far as to take a man's life because of how much he loved his own people. You understand? And he got the same heart the Most High got. He got the same mind the Most High got. When he heard Gad and Reuben say these things, it instantly, a switch went off. Like, hey man, what the heck, man? You sound like a coward. You know what I'm saying? You sound like a bitch. You know what I'm saying? And at the same time, the Most High felt it too. Like, yeah, you right, Moses. These niggas is some cowards, man. I'm mad. You know, pissed the Lord off. So now, because of it, you know what? any of y'all that came up out of Egypt being 20 years or upward, y'all not even gonna see the land. Y'all not gonna see the land. So you know what? You get what you want. You get what you ask for. Be careful what you ask for, because you might get it.
Damn right.
You know what I'm saying? You don't want to go to the promised land? Okay, no sweat. You won't. You know what I'm saying? Because the Lord is poetic with his punishments, man. That's what you're gonna have to understand about the Most High. The Most High, you wonder why. Oh man, it's just so many things I could bring up. Like the way that our punishments are. It's like it's damn like they're sad and they're dark and they're hurtful. But when you think about it, it's like you damn near can laugh about it because it's just so poetic. That the way that the Lord punishes us for disobeying him. Take AIDS, for example. You understand? There's a law in the Bible that says if a man lay with another man, you understand, his blood shall be upon him. He's going to lose his life, and his blood is going to be upon him. And what happened to so many same-sex marriage men in the 90s, in the early 2000s? They all were unalived from a disease called the AIDS virus, which is a blood-borne disease. That's poetic. It's poetic. You know what I'm saying? And there's so many other things that I could point out, but that's how the Lord works. You know what I'm saying? He's not some soft sissy like your Christian pastor makes you think he is. He punishes. And he rewards. I'm not taking that away from him. He rewards as well. But he also punishes. And when he punishes, it's poetic. And when he rewards, it's poetic. You wanted to say something?
I know, yeah. I found the scripture I was talking about with the coward. Is Deuteronomy 20, chapter 20, verse 8. And the officers shall speak further unto the people, and they shall say, what man is there that is fearful and faint-hearted? Let him go and return unto his house, lest his brethren heart faint as well as his heart. So, the Most High was saying, whenever we was going to war, to let this man return home. Because this man, he going to put that fearful spirit upon us. The Lord is a man of war. You know what I'm saying? In the Isupk, it's war. You know what I'm saying? We go to war with everything. With cancer, with a bad marriage, anything. We go to war with it. We don't run from nothing. Because there's no cower up in our camp. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's all I want to say. You want me to continue?
Come on. Good.
Verse 11. Surely none of the men that came up out of Egypt from 20 years old and upward shall see the land which I swear unto Abraham, unto Isaac, unto Jacob, because they have not wholly followed me.
Damn, man. So when you some Christian man and you start saying things with like, oh well, if this is the last thing I had to eat and I had to eat it, I'll eat the swine. The Lord knows that the Lord wouldn't want me to die. Yes, the hell he would.
Damn right.
But you're a coward. You're afraid. You won't follow the Most High because you're afraid of death. You understand? You are a coward. You should take your ass home. Stop teaching.
Right.
Stop getting up in that church and thinking you're some type of man of God because you're half a man. You're not even a man. You can't take a little starving, nigga. I grew up in the ghetto.
Right.
I grew up not knowing if I was gonna have a meal that night. You can't take not eating for a little while because there's only pork left, huh? So you just gotta eat the pork because it's the only thing left. Nigga, we ate crackers to keep us from starving. You get what I'm saying? We ate sardines, nigga. We had opened up the goddamn can of sardines and ate that. You telling me there ain't nothing to eat? You can't pick a damn orange off of a tree? You can't go find an apple or mango. I'm from Florida. There's mango trees everywhere.
Right. Salaki and shit. I was going to say, shit, we would go eat some blackberries. They had fig on the trees. They had pecan. You know, in certain time of the year, we have pecan trees. You know, it's something you can eat from the earth that's
Right.
lawful.
And if it ain't nothing else, oh my bad, go ahead.
I know you good. You got it.
You know what I mean? And if it ain't nothing else, then that means that God wants you to die. So die like a man.
All right.
It doesn't the Lord didn't the Christian church teach us that the Lord will provide?
Right.
So obviously he told us not to eat no pork, and it ain't nothing else but pork. He don't want us to eat it. He wants you to die.
All right.
He wants you to die. I mean, hey, die for the Most High. Be a fool for Christ, like the Bible say, and die.
And Salakia, if it happens, you ain't gonna be the only one. We can read through these scriptures. Had a woman did it with the woman with her 7 sons.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So you ain't gonna be the first one or only one. Things written before time were written for our learning.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? We have examples of this. Salaki, you got it.
Oh man, what you said is so right, so heavy, man. I think of that story with Eleazar, man, Second Maccabees. Where he was forced. They tried to force him to eat swine. Told him, listen, you ain't even got to eat swine. Just go grab some.
Right.
Yeah, go eat some lawful. Go bring some lawful meat from your house, from your chambers, and bring it out here and just pretend it's swine. Just act like it's swine, so we don't gotta unalive you out here. And even still, even after being told that he can just fake it, he still took his death. He still said, nah, man, I don't even want to set an example of being a coward for my people. I'd rather die knowing that I could have just eaten some steak and called it pork.
Right.
Because they're going to think that that's pork. They're not going to think it's steak. They're going to see you force me to eat it, and they're going to think, dang, he ate pork. The whole time it was steak. But he's not even, he's no coward. He's the definition of no coward.
Damn right.
You Christians are pathetic. You are pusillanimous. I wanna make that word more. I want to use that word more often and get that word to circulate more throughout the world. Because I don't know if y'all know this, but the word pusillanimous is where the word P-U-S-S-Y comes from. It means you're a coward. You're scared. And that's you Christians, man. Y'all are pusillanimous.
Right. It's Salakia. To the point you're talking about with the brother, you know, like, you know, they told the brother he could eat lawful food, but the people would have been thinking he ate unclean food. And it made me thought about Romans 14 and 16. It said, let not then your good be even spoken of. His brother would have ate lawful food, but people would have thought he was eating pork. And the people who looked up to him would have been deceived. That go against don't put a stumbling block before somebody. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's so much going to the scripture. Some people want to hide among the leaves and appear to be unrighteous, like, you know, the wicked. But nah, you can't do that. Don't let your good be even spoken of. You know what I'm saying? So even if you're doing good, don't act like you, well, you know, this lawful, but I'm going to just make him think. Is that because you coward? You coward, that's a coward. That's a coward move to appear to doing wicked, to blend in with the wicked. Just to save your life, knowing that we come back. You know, it got something called a regeneration.
Yeah.
You know, that's all I wanted to say.
Yeah, so right, man. So like this story, like, you know, Most High is mad. He's angry because you got cowards in this camp, man. Not to segue too much again, but like even back when they first came out of Egypt, Moses straight up told him, listen, man, who you gonna serve? You gonna serve the Most High, or you gonna serve these false gods? Choose who you gonna serve. And you know what he did? Because they chose to serve them other gods, he got rid of them. Right. He took them out. I think it was 13,000. I believe it was 13,000 men and women he slew because they would not serve the Most High. You know what I'm saying? That's not. I'm not encouraging anybody to take nobody's life, but that's the type of zeal you have to serve the Lord. You can't have no pusillanimous zeal. You can't be, a coward, man. Because guess what? People are going to hate you just like they hated Christ. People are going to want to take your life like they took Christ's life. That's why Christ had to come and show us how to do it, because niggas is scared, man. Y'all scared and you're selfish. And you wonder why everybody in the Christian church, but we ain't saved yet. Why the hell Christ ain't returned yet? Everybody a Christian. And when I say everybody, I mean everybody. It's a church on every inch of America. You can't walk a block without seeing at least 2 churches. So you telling me everybody not Christian? Well, if everybody Christian, why Christ ain't returned yet? Why, the number should be sealed by now. I'm sure it's over 144,000 Christians.
Right.
And number should be sealed by now, right? So, it's obviously you're not doing something right. So anybody out there that's wondering why Christ ain't returned, maybe you need to look at what religion you're in. Maybe you need to look at how you believe that you're serving the Most High. You need to question if you're actually serving the Most High or not. You need to be asking, are your leaders teaching you how to serve the Most High or not? Because Christ ain't returned, but everybody Muslim. Christ ain't returned, but everybody Christian. Everything is out of control in there, but everybody is an atheist. You know what I'm saying? So how many people, let me ask you this, how many people is in the truth? How many people in the truth? Now look at who's in the truth and how their lives are, how they live. You know what I'm saying? Look at what they do to show that they serve the Lord. Are they just saying that they serving the Lord, or are they actually doing something? Are they actually making a change that affects the world that we live in? And I'll even extend that to the fake Israelite groups. Look at how they're living. Look at what they're doing. I mean, it's a lot of those brothers in that camp, those other camps, that are genuine about what they're doing. They really think that they're serving the Lord. You know what I'm saying? They read the Bible and they say, okay, I can do this, I can't do that. No, I don't understand that, so I'm not gonna touch it. I'm gonna keep on with this. And if I can't get the understanding, I'm gonna pray to God that I can get the understanding. You know what I'm saying? That's how they think and that's how they live. What are you doing? What are you doing? You keep on doing the same thing you've been doing since you was 2 years old.
Man, Salaki, you not watching that class?
Somebody put you in the church and made you go to church, and then right after that, they told you to celebrate Christmas. And right after that, they told you to celebrate New Year's. Right after that, they told you to celebrate some other pagan holiday and eat swine and any abominable food, and told you can love who you want to love. And there's no law on who you can love. There's no law on what you can eat. There's no law on anything. The law is done away with, but you better pay your tithes. You know what I'm saying? You got to start questioning what you have been doing. Because one day, Christ is going to stand in front of you and say, I have not known you. So, like, kind of segued a little bit, but if you still, where we at with it? You on mute. You on mute. You on the phone?
Oh, Salaki, yeah, I'm there. Verse 11. Surely none of the men that came up out of Egypt from 20-year-old and upward shall see the land which I swear to Abraham, unto Isaac, and unto Jacob, because they have not wholly followed me. Verse 12. Save Caleb, the son of Jephunneh, the Kenizzite, and Joshua, the son of Nun, for they have wholly followed the Lord. And the Lord's anger was kindled against Israel, And he made them wander in the wilderness 40 years
Mm.
until all the generation that had done evil in the sight of the Lord was
Now you
consumed.
wonder what we doing here in America. We just wandering in the wilderness in America
Right.
because you're following Christianity. So you just wondering. You're wondering for 200 years, then you're wondering for 300 years, then 400 years, and 4 turns into 5, and 5 will turn into 6, and then we'll just be doing this wondering until we get our stuff together.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? All because we're not serving the Most High God, and so He's going to leave us wondering. It ain't like you haven't been told. It's in the Bible. You got priests on the corner out there telling you, screaming at the top of their lungs so the whole block can hear it, that we need to follow God's laws. You got people out there warning you, but you still refuse to listen. You still refuse to do what the Most High say, so you're just wondering. You're just wondering. And then 8 babies get killed in your city. And then the next day, 2 brothers kill each other. And then the next day, somebody set themselves on fire. And then the next day, somebody shoot up the mall. And then the next day, and it's just this whole cycle of wonders. Well, when are we going to say, well, something is not right? Maybe we should do things differently than how we've been doing it for these past 400 years, 500 years, 600 years. Maybe we got to do something different. What else is there to do? We tried going to the Christian church. We tried going to the Muslim mosque. You understand? We tried being atheists. We tried this and we tried that. What haven't we tried? Oh, those black people that be on them corners, blacks and Hispanics and natives, they be on them corners telling us that we got to, do what God say to do. We haven't tried that in forever. And we never tried that. We just point at them and call them names and say hurtful things. I can give a damn what you say about me. But, you say whatever the hell you think you want to say. And then you just keep it moving. And then your baby dies. You understand? Then you're a victim of a self-unaliving. Then you're a victim of drug addiction. Then you're a sex addict and an alcoholic. You're all these things. And you're a prostitute and you're selling your box on the internet. And now it's happening. And then your daughter sells her box on the internet. You get what I'm saying? And then the cycle just continues. Read on.
Verse 14. And behold, ye are risen up in your father's stead, an increase of sinful men, to augment yet the fierce anger of the Lord towards Israel.
So you're just doing what your daddy did. You're just doing what your forefathers did. He's doing the same old thing, and all you're doing is making the Lord more and more angry. More and more angry towards Israel. That's all you're doing.
It's a lock. It's a lock. How they used to say that? So you just a chip off of the whole block.
Yep, chip off of the whole block. Apple don't fall far from the tree. You just like your daddy. That's all. That's all it's saying, man. Because we just keep doing the same thing. We don't learn. We're supposed to see. There's a saying that goes. You was about to say something? I'll let you say it.
I know, Salaki, you good.
There's a saying that goes. There's smart people, and there's wise people, and then there's also dumb people. We're gonna talk about the smart people and the wise people. There's a smart person and a wise person. The smart person makes mistakes and learns from their own mistakes. A wise person sees others make mistakes and they learn from the mistakes of others. See, because the dumb person, he make mistakes and just keep on making the same mistakes. That's a dumb person. You keep making the same mistakes, you're dumb. Well, we are dumb because we keep on making the same mistakes, but we keep repeating those same mistakes. When are we going to at least get smart? If you can't be wise, be smart. Learn from your own mistakes. And if you can learn from your own mistakes, try to be wise and learn from the mistakes of others so you don't have to make the same mistakes. I mean, that's just Proverbs. You know what I'm saying? It's just, that's my counsel. You know what I mean? Let's get this Hebrew, man. You want to say something off your side?
No, it's like you to walk.
All right. This is the book of Numbers, chapter 32, verse 15 in the Hebrew. Mar ban ya God ban wa ban ya awaban al masha la amar ibadika ya Aishua ka ashar adanya ma tazawa ta panwa na shayanwa ma kwananwa wakal ba hama thanwa Yahayawa Sham Ma'ariya Hagalaid verse 17 Wa'ibadya Ya'aibar Wakal Kala Wataza Tazaba La Panya Yahweh La Malakama. I'm sorry. La Malachma Ka Ashar Adanya Debar Waya Tazawa Laham Masha Athab Al Izar Hakahan Wa'ata Yahushai Bun Nawan Wa'ath Ra'ashaya Abawat Ha Matawat Labanya Yasha'ala Wayamar Masha Allahayim. So like Allaham Amam or Am Ya Ibarwa Banya God Wa Banya Ra'awa Ban Athkam Athab Ha Yaradan called Kalawataza La Malakma Lapanya Yahweh Wa Na Kabash Ha Arataza La Pana Kazwa Bathka Kum Ba Arataza Kana'ain. Verse 31. Waya Ainwa Wa Ya Ainoa Banya God Wa Banya Ra'alban La'amar Athab Ashar Dabar Yahweh All Ibadyaka Kan Aisha. All right, I believe that's 7. All right.
Yeah, I think 7 gonna be to 21.
Right. I just finished 21.
Oh, sure. So this is Numbers chapter 32 and verse 15. For if ye turn away from after him, he will yet again leave them in the wilderness. And ye
Right.
shall
I mean, this is plain and simple, man. If you turn against God, he will leave you against. So I'm trying to understand. The Lord has been the same way throughout the entire, I'm going to call it Old Testament because that's what everybody understands it as, right? The Lord has been the same way throughout the entire Old Testament to where he's constantly saying, listen to me, do what I say. The Most High is like an angry husband who's got a hard-headed wife. Some of y'all know what that feels like. Some of y'all know what it feels like to have a hard-headed wife who you tell her what to do, and she does not do what you do, or sometimes she do the damn opposite of what you tell her to do. And you already told her, hey, look, man, you keep doing this, you know, it's going to be some consequences. And she keep on doing it. She keep on doing it. She's not doing what you tell her to do. Now you got to say, all right, look, I've been patient with you. I've been kind. I've been giving you a chance to get it together, and you not getting together. So now it's got to be consequences, right? And then you give her the consequences, and then she, oh, I'm sorry, I'll never do it again. I promise I won't do it again. And then when you forgive her, just like the Lord forgives us, we come to Him and we say we sorry and we'll serve you again. He forgives us. And what she do? She do it again, man. She disobey you again. Some of y'all know what that feels like. And the Lord is just like that disappointed husband. And we are that hard-headed wife that will not do what He said, that will not submit to Him. You know what I'm saying? And it's just been on repeat and on repeat to the point where the man got tired of it. Look, man, I ain't gonna argue with you no more.
Right.
The Lord was like, man, I ain't gonna argue with you no more. You understand? I told you what it was. You didn't do what I said do. You through. Right. I'm turning my back on you. You listen, man. You gonna do whatever the hell you want to do. I'm not wasting my breath no more. I told you already. I told you enough times that I've been patient enough. It's over. You know what I'm saying? You still my wife. You still together. But I ain't dealing with you. You know what I'm saying? Some of y'all know what that feels like, whether you in the truth or out the truth. You in the world, you done dealt with that before. Probably dealing with it right now. You know what I'm saying? Right. That's what we put the Lord through, man.
It's a lot.
Imagine how, if I could real quick now, imagine how you feel with that disobedient wife, and think about how the Lord feels every time we disobey Him. Go ahead.
No, and I wanted to say just so the sisters could have that feeling too. You know, you could even put it into like a disobedient child. You know, because we the same thing. We could go under wife, we could go under children. So even if you have a disobedient child that you tell to go clean up, or that child that tell you they gonna go clean up, but then you look again, they doing what they want. You know what I'm saying? The same thing. Like some parent could just give up on their child because they constantly, you know, rebel. You know, you love your child, you want to do for your child, but the child just want to go the wrong way.
All right.
You know, and sometimes if it's a single mother, she might have to, look here, man, I'm going to have to give you to your father or give you up. You know what I'm saying? Sign you up to the boys' home, girls' home. In the scripture days, you know, after a person that got grown and become a drunkard or a glutton, after not receiving correction, we bring them to the judge, and the judge their blood would be on their own hand. But the same thing, you know. So, you know, we all could understand what's going on, you know.
Hey man, that's a badass garment you got on, man.
Damn right, shit. It's like it was made by a badass priest. You know what I'm saying? No water for that. Yeah, it feels good too. It's cool.
Yeah, okay, all right. Yeah, man, y'all better get like I was your side, man.
Yeah, man. Shit, I've been one of the fringes now.
Yeah.
You know, man, preaching officer 1000 Atazab. That boy know how to sew. All how to do his thing, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's just fire. Mm-hmm. All right, so but yeah, no, you so right, man. You so right that I'm the water for that input, because you know what I'm saying, it's definitely should hit home with a lot of sisters. Now what if the sister ain't got no kids? You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Like just imagine if you had children and how like you would want them. Anybody could imagine that you raising kids, you want them to do what you say. I'm saying you can expect them to be, you know, in the early stages of their life when they're young, you expect them to be a little hard-headed. But then it comes to an age where you feel like they should know better. And that's when you start to what? You start to beat them. You start to whoop them, spank them, whatever. You know what I'm saying? You start to punish them. You know, at a certain age, it's like, okay, you know, you just a baby. You're going to do what you want to do. you don't even understand direction right now. After a while, they start to understand that direction. You know what I'm saying? And then that's when you know in your mind, okay, now you know better. I done told you enough times. You know what I'm saying? And that's just like, again, just like the Most High, just like that husband who has to tell his wife. You know, in the beginning stages with that wife, it's like, okay, well, look, this is new. You know what I'm saying? We just getting married. You don't really know what I like, what I don't like. I'm gonna take it slow with you. I'm gonna teach you what I like and what I don't like. But after a while, you start to say, oh, okay, yeah, he don't like when I do that. Every time I do that, he got something to say about it, something negative to say about it, or it makes him upset, or, you know, when I do this, he stops talking to me, whatever. You start to learn the man's mannerisms. You know what I'm saying? Same thing with a child. Child starts to learn, oh, so when I do this, you know, I don't get to play with my friends. You know, if I don't finish my homework, I can't go outside. You know, if I don't get good grades, then, you know, my mother doesn't reward me like she usually does. She doesn't tell me I'm a good son and things like that. They start to pick up on your mannerisms, and they start to change. They start to say, okay, well, I like when my mother is nice to me. I like when my father is nice to me. I like when they buy me gifts. I like when they do all these things. And I don't like when they yell at me or when they spank me and or whatever. That child, just like that woman and just like the man who obeys the Most High, is going to start to realize, oh, yeah, this don't get me what I want when I do this. So I can't do that no more. It's just common sense. It's just common sense just tells you, okay, I can't do this if I don't like this reaction. Every action has a reaction. So if you want to change your reaction, you got to change your actions, right? So we just have not been changing our actions. Go ahead.
Verse 16. And they came near unto him and said, we will build sheepfolds here for our cattle and cities for our little ones. But we ourselves will go ready armed before the children of Israel until we have brought them unto their place, and our little ones shall dwell in the fenced city because of the inhabitants of the land. We will not return unto our houses until the children of Israel have inherited every man his inheritance. Oh, Shalaki. This when Reuben them, they had their land, but they wasn't going to stay in their land while we go up to possess ours. Reuben went out, all right, no sweat.
Yeah. So now they like, all right. You should see, but not even they understood. Okay, see, the Lord didn't like when we did that. Okay, so we gotta change our actions to get a better reaction. And they started to think, okay, well, all right, then we won't stay here. We just set up a space for our children to be. You know what I'm saying? So we'll just set up this for our children and our cattle, and we'll go to battle. You know what I'm saying? Right. Just to appease the Lord, to make it right with God. You know what I'm saying? Now, ask yourself, Christians, how are you making it right with God? See, because you keep telling us that we just going to pray about it. We just going to pray, and we're going to sing and bang tambourines until the chariot swing low. That's what we're going to do. We're going to pray and sing and keep sinning until the chariot swing low. That's your solution.
Right.
Well, how has that been working for the past 400 years? It hasn't. You understand? My mind keeps going back to the wake we had out here in Shreveport, man, for them 8 babies. Because that's all that the Christians was doing, was singing and praying. And that's what they did for the last wake. And then the one before that, and the one before that, and the one before that, for 400 years. When Emmett Till was unalive, we sang and we prayed. When the hell are we gonna stop singing and praying?
Right.
It's not working. It's not working.
It's a lot.
That's not to say that prayer doesn't work. It just shows you that our prayers aren't working because we are not doing what God says. Go ahead, sir.
Right. Oh no, and I wanted to show And you see, this is brotherhood. You know, like when you read verse 6, it said, Moses said unto the children of Gad and to the children of Reuben, shall your brethren go to war, and shall ye sit here? So that's the context of it. You know, Reuben them, they got their land before we got to the promised land. Their land is in the land of Moab and stuff. And the plains of Moab where Ruth come out of. That's why Christian think Ruth is a Moabite, but Ruth is actually an Israelite. Preferable should be from the tribe of Reuben or Gad, something like that. So their land came before. So like they say, we're going to build fenced cities for our women and children, but we're going to go up. I mean, we're going to fight with our brothers. You know what I'm saying? We ain't going to do that personal salvation, what Christians say. A Christian going to say, you know, shit, I got me in mind. Get yours. You know what I'm saying? I never had to struggle that hard for mine. But you got to go up and go into the promised land and fight for yours. So verse 18 say, we will not return unto our houses until the children of Israel have inherited every man his inheritance. That's brotherhood. That Moses had to put that brotherhood spirit within them for them to say, even though I got mine, I'm good, I'm not going home. I'm going to fight with my brothers. You know what I'm saying? How many times brothers be wanting to chill home with the wife while the other brothers go to camp? You know what I'm saying? Brothers go to camp and walk, you know, fighting, you know, for the life of our people. And you have, you know that spirit get on you. Shit, man, look, man, I want to chill with the wife. You know, like right now, it's storming right here. You know, you chill with the wife, the kid. You know what I'm saying? Got a brother, Atazab, doing the class. I'm like, shit, man, I need to come on that class too. You know what I'm saying? Like, always gotta come battle with our brothers. That's what happened right here. That's all I wanted to say.
Nah, that's an excellent point. Excellent point. Wow.
No time cry.
All right, so we're going into the Hebrew, and throughout for everybody tuning in.
I got
three more.
Yeah, I was 18. Okay. This is 19. For we will not inherit with them on yonder side Jordan or forward, because our inheritance is fallen to us on this side Jordan eastward. Verse 20. And Moses said unto them, if ye will do this thing, if ye will go on before the Lord to war, 21, and will go all of you on over Jordan before the Lord until he had driven out his enemies from before him.
Mm-hmm. Now that's we're gonna see what he gonna say, what Moses is gonna say in response to it. All right. So, but again, throughout everybody tuning in, go ahead and hit that share button. You know what I'm saying? Because of course I see a lot of familiar faces, a lot of familiar names. You know what I'm saying? We also want to get these classes out to people who aren't familiar with what we're doing here, because of course, you know, the medicine, the how can I say it? Medicine is not for the whole. You know what I'm saying? I know y'all enjoy these classes, and we appreciate y'all rocking with us. But you know, the medicine, y'all got the medicine. You know, we already received our medicine. You know what I'm saying? We have been made whole. But there's people out there that's still ill. There's people out there that's still lacking that healing that they need. Like May said, I can't wait to get you this healing. You know what I'm saying? It's some healing that y'all need, especially out here in Shreveport, man. You got family and friends out here in Shreveport, but really anywhere in Louisiana, you know what I'm saying? Especially in New Orleans, especially in Ville Platte, especially in where you from?
Ville Platte, Appaloosa, Lafayette. And it's good, you know, you say Ville Platte, just a few days ago, a little 15-year-old boy, he was going to football practice. They shot him in the middle of the day.
Come on, man. We're not getting nowhere with this Christianity stuff, man, or the Muslim stuff. We're not getting nowhere with it. So we gotta share these classes because it's people. It's 7 people in this watching live right now. You know what I'm saying? Think about how many brothers and sisters are in Ville Platte and haven't seen these videos and just waiting on a day where somebody puts a slug in their head. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
How many babies are in Shreveport who ain't never seen these videos? Their parents never seen these videos. Their parents about to be the next ones to go. You know what I'm saying? We real quick, we can avoid that if we get this message out, man. We get these classes into the hands of people that need it the most, man. Go ahead.
Yeah, right. No, I was saying, I told my daughter because the little boy would sit in front of her in class. That was a classmate, and so I'm telling my kids, and y'all better believe they did Christmas, they do Easter. They was Christians. Mm-hmm. And I was telling them that's the importance of y'all. You know what I'm saying? Just for the fact whenever y'all go to school and y'all say y'all don't eat pork, kids look up, man, you don't eat pork?
Right.
You know, they know y'all not Christian. Easter, y'all don't do that. They see y'all, when they do the Pledge of Allegiance, y'all don't pledge your allegiance to this flag. Them kids came up pledging their allegiance to America. That's what they pledged their allegiance to. And yet you see them unaliving each other. 15-year-old, life's cut short. You know, now you're going to class, that seat empty, and you know why it's empty.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah.
Yeah. So sad. Yeah, nah, so sad, man. So sad. It don't have to happen. It don't have to happen. Like, all we gotta do is do what the Most High say to do. Get him on our side. Right now, the Lord is against us, man. I know it's hard for you Christians to accept it. The Lord is not with you. The Lord is against you, man. The Lord has turned his back on you. It says it in the Bible. I'm sure you can find that precept while I'm reading this Hebrew, where it says, I will turn my back against you and not my face. You know what I'm saying? Because I know y'all is simple and dumb as hell because you've been listening to some greasy pastor who only trying to fill his pockets. You've been listening to him, and he ain't been telling you that the Lord has turned his back on us. And if he does, I've actually heard a Christian pastor say the Lord turned his back on us. And you know what he did? He stopped believing in God. He just full-blown stopped believing in God, which, to be honest, is better. The God he served, it's better that he stopped serving that God anyway. You get what I'm saying? But didn't turn around and say, well, damn, where is the real God? Or nothing like that. Just full-fledged, just throughout the Bible, throughout the whole religion, throughout the whole faith or belief in a God completely. Because all he could think of is, well, God ain't listening to me. God turned his back on me. So, hey, to hell with it. To hell with God. To hell with God. But at the end of the day, you're the one who caused God to be against you. So why don't you do something to make God for you again? Stop blaming God. It's another saying that I hear a lot of dumb black women say, and I'm saying dumb black women because I know black women are very smart. But you got a lot of dumb black women out there that'll say some stupid crap like, where was Jesus when we were in slavery? Watching you go into slavery, nigga. Because he tried to show you how to do it. He gave his life behind showing you how to do it. And you chose not to listen. You chose not to follow him. So you went into slavery. So he's like, all right, well, nigga, shit. I did it already. I did my part. But you want him to die again? I don't know no nigga that died twice. You ever met a nigga die twice, your son?
I
ain't never met no nigga die twice. Nigga already died. And he didn't. He didn't deserve it. You deserve to die. But you want a nigga to come and die again for you. When he don't even deserve to die. You selfish, man. That's what you've been taught in the Christian church. To be selfish. To just be thinking about yourself and how you get ahead. And how every punishment that comes your way can just be blamed on somebody else. And that has everything to do with y'all lack of accountability. I'm so thankful for these sisters in the UPK who know how to hold accountability for their actions and change their actions. You see, unfortunately, because you don't hold yourself accountable for your actions, you will never change your actions. You'll just keep blaming somebody else for your actions. You keep blaming somebody else for the conditions that you're in, instead of saying, you know what, to a certain extent, this is my fault. And there's something I have to do to get myself out of this. But you don't do that. That never turns on in your head like, oh, I did do this. I did do something to deserve this. You know what I'm saying? There's no accountability. And I don't know many men that are like that, but I won't just make it about y'all. There's probably some men out there that's the same way, that won't take accountability for their own actions.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Namely the white man. The white man will not hold accountability for a goddamn thing. As much evil as he's done in this earth, as many lies as he's taken, he won't take accountability for nothing. This is why you can't learn about the what's that history stuff that they took out the schools? Critical race theory. You can't learn about critical race theory no more because white men don't want to be held accountable. You know what I'm saying? You white, you black. Damn, I almost called y'all white women. You black women, you are just like your daddy, man.
Is of your father the devil.
You are of your father the devil, man. So when I see a black woman marrying a white woman, a white man, I think, well, she's right where she belongs because she was white all along. Bars, songs, nigga. Anyway, let's get back to these scriptures. All right. I'm treating this like a podcast. So you got me in my podcast mode. So, all right.
What's my try?
All right. This is the book of Numbers, chapter 32, verse 22.
Yeah, 22 to 28.
Okay. All right, verse 22. Nakanwa, Naibar, Kalawatazayam, Lapanya, Yahweh, Arataza, Kanaain, Wa Athanwa, Akazath, Na Kalathanwa, Ma'aibar, La Yaradan. Verse 33. Wayathan, Laham, Masha, Labanya, Gad, Walabanya, Ra'awaban, Wala Katazaya, Shaba'ai, Manasha, Ban, Yawasap, Ath, Malakath, Sayakan, Malak, Amaria, Wa'atha, Osalaka, Wa'ath, Malakath, Iwal, Malak, Bashan, Arataza, La Iraya, Bagalath, Araya, Arataza, Sabaya. Verse 34. Ayabanwa, Banya, Gad, Atha, or Ath, Yaban, Wa'ath, Aitarath, Wa'ath,
It's a lot.
What's up?
Oh, my bad. You must have said it wrong. No, it sounded like you said 34. You mean 24?
Yeah. I mean 24. Because
no sweat.
I think it's written. I don't know why. Yes, yeah. Anyway, Wa'ath Aitarath, Shawapan, Wa'ath Ya'izar, Waya Gabaha. Is that? Hold up. Oh man. You said I'm going to 28.
What's like my bad? I was mute. Yeah, you're going to 28. What verse you on? Let me see. What verse you on? I'm about to add the
I'm on 25.
To the stage. Let me see. You say 25.
25.
Why you Amar?
Yeah, YAHANNA Banya God. Wabanya Ra Go ahead.
Ra Rabban Al
I
Mashah
actually finished. I actually finished this verse. I was gonna go to
26.
26.
All right.
Yeah. But I got it.
Oh, all
Yeah,
right.
I
You got
got
it.
it. Tapanwa na Shayanawa ma kwanan nawa wakal ba ha math nawa ya hayawa sham ba ayriya ha gala aid. Verse 27. Wa ay badyaka ya ay barwa call ha la wataza taza ba'a la panya Yahweh la malakma kashar adanya debar. Verse 28. Waya tazawa laham masha'ath ala izar hakahan wa'ath Yahawashah Bun Nawan. So like that. Yeah, Nawan. Wa Ath Ra Ashia Abawath Ha Ma Tawath Labunya Yasha'ala. That's 28.
Right. So now we're going to be Numbers in the English, number chapter 32 and verse 22. And the land be subdued before the Lord. Then afterward ye shall return and be guiltless before the Lord and before Israel. And this land shall be your possession before the Lord. Verse 23. But if ye would not do so, behold, ye have sinned against the Lord, and be sure your sin will find you out. Man, that scripture, I
Go
remember
ahead.
as a Christian, you know what I'm saying? My dad had told me that before. Your sin will find you out. Like, people don't understand, like, the things you do in the dark, it will come out. It's gonna be known abroad, you know. You know what I'm saying? Like it gonna that sin gonna find you. It gonna find your weakness. It tells you that in James. It say a man he is tempted of his own lust and enticed. You know, so there's certain things that might tempt this brother. You think you strong because that sin don't have nothing to do with you, but another sin you might battle with, and you have to overcome that sin because it will come out. Verse 24. Build your cities for your little ones, and fold for your sheep, and do that which had proceed out of your mouth. Verse 25. And the children of Gad and the children of Reuben spake unto Moses, saying, thy servants will do as my Lord commanded. Our little ones, our wives, our flocks, and all our cattle shall be there in the cities of Gilead. But thy servants will pass over, every man armed for war, before the Lord to battle, as my Lord said. Verse 28. So
So real quick. So yeah, so they went in, so they all right. So Moses told them, and this is again, it's really just more brotherhood. You know what I'm
right.
saying? So the children of Reuben, children of Gad, they said, okay, we're gonna compromise. Let me use that word because I think a lot of people understand the word compromise, and it's gonna help you with your marriage as well. You understand? They came to a compromise because their Lord checked them and said, hey man, look, we're not doing that. That's not gonna happen. I'm not with that. You get what I'm saying? And so the subordinates, right? They said, "Hey, all right, we get it. You're not with that. Let's make it right. Let's come to a compromise to where we get a little bit of what we want, but we also do what you want. You get what I'm saying? So let's build this place. Our children can be there. Our cattle can be there. And we're not going to come back to this place until we fulfill the mission that we on. That we succeed in what you want. Let's make you happy first, Lord. And then we'll get what we want afterwards. You know what I'm saying? So they compromised. They compromised with Moses. They compromised with the Most High. Said, all right, this is how we're going to do it. And then Moses compromised back. He said, if you're going to do that, fine, do that. This is, you going to, as long as you're going to come out here and do what the mission is, complete this mission with us, you know what I'm saying? Complete this mission with your brothers, then I'll let you build your city. I'll let you do your thing here. You know what I'm saying? And then you can come back here when you're done with the mission. That's the compromise. You give a little, I'll give a little. I'm not saying you can't live here, but you gotta do this. You gotta do this work first. I'm saying you can't, you know what I'm saying, you can't hold it down right here. Because I know you love this spot, you know what I'm saying? You done got used to it. You know what I'm saying? You know, put you some property, you know, put some build, some you know what I'm saying? You done got some property and you know, you got your cattle on there, you know.
Yeah.
Say again?
I said you done fenced there up, got some
right.
Stuff.
Yeah, you know, built up a little city for yourself. You know what I'm saying? You enjoying it. It's like, dang, man, this is nice. You know what I'm saying? It definitely beats being in Egypt. It definitely beats being a damn slave in Egypt. So yeah, you got used to the spot. You was like, yeah, man, I like this. I'm gonna come back to this. But that's the compromise. You know what I'm saying? You get a little, I get a little. That's what y'all have to do in y'all marriages. I ain't mean to turn this into no marriage counsel, but you have to do that in your marriages, man. You understand? Women, when your husband, which is your Lord, says, I'm not with that. This not happening. Some gotta shake. You gotta compromise. You gotta say, all right. So you're not with that. Now, I really want this. I really want this, but you want that. So how can I make you happy and make me happy too? Because you, my Lord, I gotta make you happy or we both ain't gonna be happy. You see what I'm saying? So let me compromise. Let me do, all right, so baby, you want me to wash the dishes every night, you know what I'm saying? And come and lay in bed and get you know what I'm saying, that thing, you know what I mean? But I want to do, you know what I'm saying? I want movie nights and stuff. I want to go out sometime. I want to go to the movies. All right. So look, this is what we gonna do. As long as you make sure these dishes is washed, and you make sure my tummy filled, you know what I'm saying, we can go to the movies. But afterwards, I need you to come to bed and compromise, man. That's all I'm trying to say.
Right.
Compromise. It's brotherhood. Your marriage is about brotherhood too, and sisterhood too. That bedroom is not just for getting freaky, man. That bedroom is for y'all to be a family. You understand? Like for y'all to be best friends. That's what it's for. That's why you get together. Y'all two become one. But you gotta compromise because y'all gonna bump heads. One person want one thing and the other person want another thing. So you gotta compromise. Got to. You understand? And that's what Moses did here, man. With these brothers, and they stated what they wanted, and they told Moses what they were willing to compromise. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And Moses said, all right, fine. Go ahead.
Oh no, finish out what you were saying.
No, I'm done. Yeah, that was it.
I know. I was gonna say I forgot about, but I remember my ribs telling me that, you know, you could be more. I thought it was a C. Considerate. So they would tell me that, you know, you could be more considerate, you know, and even with the compromise, you know, the only thing you don't compromise with is sin. When it comes to sin against the Most High, no compromise on that. And no compromise when it comes to the Most High. But certain things, the little thing like the brother was saying, you know, you can compromise on that, you know. Sometimes my word be considerate. Because my word would tell me, man, you could be a little more considerate. You want to So now when I do that, you see, I'm being considerate. So that'd be our little joke, you know. But yeah, no, that's need for in a marriage, you know, especially if you got more than one, you know. You want to
Oh,
have certain things a certain way. I just was telling one of my real, you know, because we both let drive, we do the same thing, go the same way. So I'm like, well, look, on this here, you know, maybe one day I'll do it, you'll do it the next day, but it
yeah,
got to be clean, you
yeah,
know.
yeah.
You know, but you waking up this early, this and that, I could be more considerate, you know, you could compromise, you know. So yeah, that's very important in a
Yeah.
marriage. We got one
Uh,
more verse in the English, verse
yeah.
28.
I was gonna say though, I'm glad you said that because Lord knows they gonna go to their husband. See, officer of 1,000 ISIS said you gotta compromise on this.
Yeah,
So I'm
sing
glad
a
you
little
said
bit. Yeah. Nah, we don't
it.
compromise it with sin. You know, no excuses. Damn right. Verse 28. So concerning them, Moses commanded Eleazar the priest and Joshua the son of Nun and the chief fathers of the tribes of the children of Israel.
All right, so we got one more set, right?
Damn right. 29 and 35, land 7.
All right.
Wow.
All right. The book of Numbers, chapter 32, verse 29. Wayamar Masha Alaham Ya Aibarwa Banya Gad Wa Banya Ra'awaban Athkam Ath Ha Yaradan Call Halawataza La Malakma La Panya Yahweh Wana Kabasha Ha Aratiza La Panyakam Wana Tath no one Natham Laham Ath Aratiza Ha Galaai Ha Galaid La Akaza Wa'am La'a Ya'aibarwa Kalo Watazayam Athkam Wana Ath this is like Wana Ak Wana Akazwa Ba Bath Bathak Kam Ba Arataza Kana'ain 31 Waya Ainawa Banya Gad Wa Banya Ra'awban La Amar Ath Ashar Dabar Yahweh Al Aibad Yaka Kan Na Aisha verse 32 Na Kanwa Na Ibar Ka Lawatazayam Lapanya Yahweh Arataza Kana'ain Wa Ath Wa Ath Noah Akazath Na Ka Na Kalath Noah Ma Ibar La Yaradan verse 33. Where am I going again? Where ya
That's
thun?
like Hallelujah. Yeah, you're going to verse 35.
Okay. Labunya, God, Wa Labunya, Ra, Awaban, Ra'arban, La, I was like Wa, La Katazaya, Shabbat, Man, Nasha, Bun. Real quick, this ain't the Hebrew class. The Hebrew class last night, but I just gotta highlight this because this word that I just read, right? Shabbat. You understand? I just want everybody to know that there's a difference between Shabbat and Shabbat.
Right.
Okay? Now I know for Benjamin, I'm a Benjamin myself. I don't got the accent. I know for Benjamin, it's impossible to pronounce the th. So they always say ta. But like they you know what I'm saying, like instead of saying 3, they say tree, right? So I understand. And y'all are the only exception.
It's and they say H.
Yeah.
I was wondering, so maybe they right and we wrong because usually I would say H, but like
Yeah.
they would say H with the house sound. I
Hey,
noticed that about my son-in-law, Rob Bone.
yeah,
Huh?
yeah, you might be right about that.
Yeah, they say H.
Mhm.
It's a
So,
lot.
so my Benjamites, we the only exception, man. You understand? But other than that, there's a difference between that Shabbat and the Shabbath. Shabbath means rest. Shabbat, and we'll see it when we read in the English, but Shabbat is tribe. All right, so just so y'all know that. And by the way, quick shameless plug, tune in every Friday. You know what I'm saying? ISUBK Louisiana's Lashawan Kodash class is um happening every Friday here going forward. You know what I'm saying? From now going forward, we will be having Hebrew Lashawan Kodash classes, which is the Holy Tongue language.
Most High in
You
Christ.
understand? Every Friday, 7 p.m. Central. Okay, so make sure you tune in those classes because, of course, it's the day before the Sabbath service. Here we are reading all this Hebrew, and you know what I'm saying, we don't know what the hell we reading, and we can't read this Hebrew. So you get in that class, you learn this Hebrew, and you know, before you know it, you'll be speaking Hebrew. Go ahead. What you saying?
I know laughing at I was laughing at your son. He say watching officer, we all
Ah!
cause you know me, I'm always saying, you know me, I'm country.
Ah!
Yeah. All right.
Ah, all right. Listen, man. Hey, look. Hey, man. It's funny because you know my mama. She always, I don't know, man. She's like she didn't want me to speak country. So she, you know what I'm saying. My grandma, no, my grandmother was worse than my mom. Like they didn't want me to. Like I grew up in South Florida. If you ever been to my city, you don't know what the hell niggas is saying in South Florida. Like, period. You don't know what they saying. But my grandmother, she didn't want me to be like that. So, you know, you know who was worse with it? My aunt, man, her sister, my grandmother's sister. She was, listen, you had to read every time you was at her house. She made you read a book every time you was at her house. And whenever you said a word wrong, she corrected you. You feel what I'm saying? So it wasn't like, but that's so funny because I know how it is, but because of the way my aunt was, now it's like I'm anal about it. You know what I'm saying? I don't like that word, but it's a word that exists. So don't say pause. It's a word that exists. But yeah, like I'm real, like I'm not very critical, but I key in on words when they not being pronounced right. Only on a scholarly level. I'm saying I want us to be to a point where we sound educated as far as what we teach. I can give a damn about Esau's language, but as far as his Hebrew goes, like let's sound like we know what we talking about. You know what I'm saying? So that's all. But nah, I feel you, bro. We definitely got some country in it. You know what I mean? Um, you about to say something else?
Nah, you too out.
Okay. All right. I think I was at 33.
Yeah, Shabbat, tribe, Manasseh.
Shabbat. Okay. Yeah, tribe of Manasseh. Manashah, Bun, Yawasap, Ath, Ma, Malakma. What's like that? Nope. Malakath, Sa Yakhan, Malak, Ha Amaria, Wa'ath, Ma Malakath, Iwag, Malak, Ha Bashan, Ha Arataza, La Iraya, Ba Gabalath, Iraya, Ha Arataza, Sabaya. 34. Waya Banwa, Banya, huh?
Oh no, thought it was why you bum
Waya Banwa.
was y'all no
No, you right. Waya Banwa. Let me see. Hold on. Yeah. YAHANNA, which means and built. All right, so Banya, God, Ath, Dayaban. It's like Daya. What is that?
Dayaban.
Okay, that's a city. Dayaban, Wa'ath, Aitarath, Wa'ath, Ira. Ira. Yeah. Where am I going again? 39?
Verse
No,
35. Last
35.
verse.
Wa'ath, Aitarath, Shawapan, Wa'ath, Ya Izar, Waya Gabaha. All right, that's that. In the English, Baba Kushta.
In the English, Numbers chapter 32 and verse 29. And Moses said unto them, if the children of Gad and the children of Reuben will pass with you over Jordan, every man armed to battle before the Lord, and the land shall be subdued before you, then ye shall give them the land of Gilead for a possession. Verse 30. But if they will not pass over with you armed, they shall have possessions among you in the land of Canaan. And the children of Gad and the children of Reuben answered, saying, as the Lord has said unto thy servants, so will we do.
Right. See, and now Moses gave the order, and the brothers followed it. You know what I'm saying? They realized the error of their ways. They say, all right, kind of the one, basically they said kind of the one kind. You know what I'm saying? What you said for us to do, we're gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? You know what that kind of the one kind does? It's not just a word. I hope y'all understand. The kind of the one kind is not just a saying. You know, like how we say no sweat. You know what I'm saying? It's not just a figure of speech. Kind of one kind is not a figure of speech. Kind of one kind is you letting the man above you know that you're in agreement with them. Is you letting the man above you know that you are going to follow his order. You know what I'm saying? You're going to do what he says to do. That's what kind of one kind means. Same for you women. Saying kind of one kind to your husband means that you're going to not be two, right? You're not going to be two individuals. You're going to be one.
Damn right.
Can two walk together unless they be agreed?
Right.
No, it can't. We can't walk together unless we be agreed, especially if the head tells the toes what to do and the toes say, no, I'm not doing that. If the head tells the arm what to do and the arm does what it wants to do, then you gotta either get your arm checked out or you gotta get it removed. You gotta cut it off, man. Figuratively.
Damn right.
Because everything has to operate as one body. I thank God that when I see how my hands are moving, it's because my head is telling my hands to move.
Right. I don't know if it's me, but it looked like you it kind of looked like you froze. Y'all can put it in the chat if it's me or maybe Officer Atazab. Put a 1 for Officer Atazab or 2 for me, Officer Yasai. Who frozen? Cause maybe I'm frozen. Let's see. Oh, all right. Atazab frozen. All right, no sweat. So let me finish. You know what I'm saying? So verse 32, it say, we will pass over armed before the Lord into the land of Canaan, that the possession of our inheritance on this side, Jordan may be ours. And look, this is something else to remember because you got fake camps. Because we teach Israel only, they'll teach Ruth was a Moabite, you know what I'm saying? And have brothers trying to graft in other nations of people. But this right here lets you see that on this side of Jordan, that if you're going to the geographical location, that would be the plains of Moab. And the name wasn't changed, was still called the plains of Moab. That's why Ruth, they would say the Moabitish woman. But Ruth would be from the tribe of Reuben, most likely, or the tribe of Gad. Some credited to Reuben. You know what I'm saying? But that's this area, that's Israel land, that we was in. So verse 33. And Moses gave unto them, even to the children of Gad, and to the children of Reuben, and unto half the tribe of Manasseh. When they say half the tribe, that word tribe, that what Officer Atazad was saying about when you see Shabbat, it would be Shabbat. It wouldn't be the Shabbat, the Shabbat. All right. Verse 33, and Moses gave unto them, even to the children of Gad, and to the children of Reuben, and unto half the tribe of Manasseh, the son of Joseph, the kingdom of Sihon, king of the Amorite, and the kingdom of Og, king of Bashan, the land with the cities thereof in its coast, even the cities of the country round about. So when you, like I say, when you go into that, the kingdom of Sihon and all that, you will see that's in Moab. But that's our land. That's where Ruth came from. When they say I will serve your gods, mean your judges. God just means judges, angels, like that. Power. So when she said I'm gonna serve me, I'm going to the land of Judah and I'm gonna serve, they judges, whatever. The land with the cities thereof in the coast, even the cities of the country round about, verse 34. And the children of Gad built Dibon and Atarat and Ar. Oh, that's a spell. I thought it was thing. Verse 35. And Atrat, Shaphan, and Jaazar, and Jabbaha. So that was verse 35. So that would be the end of the Sabbath with the reading. So now we will let me see, I got the prayers. I don't know if he might come back in or what. So we'll say a module, which means the same. Wapanya Hakodam, Sar, turn. Panya Hakodam is to face the east. And we'll say the prayers and stuff. I don't have nobody in here with me. Let me see, Salakia. Salakia, yeah. So we're gonna do the prayers. This is gonna be the Lord's prayers, and we'll do it in the Hebrew, and then we'll do it in the English. So in the Hebrew, in case Atazab come back, I'll let him finish it. But the Lord's prayer in the Hebrew, Abanawa, Shabbat Shemayim, Kodash, Hayah, Shemka, Yahweh, Malakwaka, Daba'ah, Ratazaka, Hayah, Asha, Ba'arataza, Kawa, Hayah, Bashemayim, Mathalanawa, Nakam, Ka, Yawam, Wasalat Lanawa, Kawawat Nawa, Kasalat Nawa, Kawawat Yanawa, Wala'ah, Dabaya Anawa, Banasan Yawan, Abal, Hawashanawa, Mayan, Ra, Kaya, Laka, Hamalatwa, Waha'ala, Wahatapa Rat, La'awal Yam. Amen. So what we just said in the English, Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Yahweh, thy kingdom come, thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever. So be it. All right, we're going to say the Hakah, which is the power, in the Hebrew, Yahweh, Bashem Yahweh Shah, Baba Kushah, the Thalanah, Hakah, Hakah, the Rapa'ah, Ka Makalah, Wakah Malawa, Hakah, Latahar, Ha Matazaryu, Hakah, Lahakonyam, Ha Hamatyum, Hakah, Arakawat, Hatama'alu, Lagash, Bashem, Yahweh Shah, the Water Aman. And what we just said in the English, Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh Shah, please give us the power to heal all manner of sickness and all manner of disease, the power to cleanse the lepers, the power to raise the dead, the power against unclean spirits, to cast them out in the name of Yahweh Shah. Thank you, so be it. All right, we're going to read bless Israel in the Hebrew. Yahweh, Bashem Yahweh Shah, Barak Lanawa, Wa Yasha'al, Wahab Bayat, Saparyam, Barak, Bashem Yahweh Shah, the Water Amen. And what we said was, Lord, in the name of Yahweh Shah, bless us and Israel and the school. In the name of Yahweh Shah, thank you. So be it. Psalms 121 in the Hebrew. Asha'ah, Anyanya, Ahaharya, Ma'anyan, Yaba'ah, Azarya, Ma'am, Yahweh, Ashah, Shamayam, Wa Arataza, Al Yatan, Lamawat, Regalka, Al Yanawam, Shamarka, Hana, La'ah, Yanawam, Wala'ah, Yayashan, Shavamar, Yasha'al, Yahweh, Shamarka, Yahweh, Tazarka, Ayah, Yam Yaka, Yawamam, Hashamash, La'ay Yakakar, Wayarak, Belayala, Yahweh, Yashamarka, Makara, Yashamar, Atnapaska, Yahweh, Yashamar, Taza'aka, Wabawa'aka, Ma'ata, Wa'ad, Awalam. We just say in the English, I will lift up my eyes unto the hill, from whence cometh my help. My help coming from the Lord, which made heaven and earth. He will not suffer thy foot to be moved. He that keepeth thee will not stumble. Behold, he that keepeth Israel shall neither slumber nor sleep. The Lord is thy keeper. The Lord is thy shade upon thy right hand. The sun shall not smite thee by day, nor the moon by night. The Lord shall preserve thee from all evil. He shall preserve thy soul. The Lord shall preserve thy going out and thy coming in from this time forth and even forevermore. All right, we're going to read Psalms 83 in the Hebrew. These words are a little smaller. Alahayu, Adamiyah Lakat, Adakarash, Wa'adashakwat, Al Kayahana, Awabika, Yahama, Yawan, Ra'ash, Al Amaka, Ya'ara Yamu, Salaka, Ya'ara Yamu, Sawada, Salaka. Wayata, Ya Salaka. Wayata, Ya Tazawa. Salaka. So let's read it again. Wayata, Ya'atazawa, Atazapawanyaka, Amawa, Lakawa, Wanakatyadam, Magalia, Wala'a, Yazakar, Sham Yashala, Awada, Kaya, Nawa'atazawa, Laba, Yakatwa, Ayaka, Boryat, Yakaratwa, Salaki, Yakaratwa, Ahaya, Alawam, Wajashama, Alayam, Mawa'aba, Wahagaryam, Gabal, Wa Amawan, Wa Amalat, Halashat, Am Yashabya, Tazawar, Gam Ashawar, Nalawa, Am Hayawa, Zarawa, Labanya Lawat, Salah, Ashalaham, Kamanya, Kazaya Sara'ah, Kayamyan, Banakal, Kwadyashwan, Nashamawan, Ba'ayan, Dara, Hayawa, Daman, La Alama, Shanyatawa, Nada, Yamawa, Kara, Waka Zaaba, Waka Sabah, Waka Salaka, Waka Tazal, Mana'a, Kad, Nasayakawa. Salaka, let me say it more clear. Kad, Nasayakawa, Ashar, Amar, Naya Rashab, Lanawa, At, Na'awat, Alahanya, Alahaya, Shamyatawa, Kagagla, Kakwash, Lapanya, Rabaka, Ka'ash, Daba'ara Ya'ara, Wa Kalahaba, Talahat, Hariyam, Khan, Daradatmu, Basa Araka, Wabasa, Wapaka, Daba Alam, Mala'a, Panyaham, Kualawan, Waya Bakwashwa, Shamka, Yahawa, Yabashwa, Waya Bahawa, Aya'ad, Waya Kapawa, Waya Abawa, Waya Dawa, Kayata, Shamka, Yahawa, Labaka, Ayawan, Alka, Ha'aratazah. In the English, slacking for that, y'all. Kind of slow down right there. In the English, keep not thy silence, O God. Hold not thy peace, and be not still, O God. For lo, thy enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee, and lift up the head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people, and consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, come, and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. They have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee, the tabernacle of Edom, and the Ishmaelites of Moab, and the Hagarenes, Gabal, and Ammon, and Amalek, the Philistines, with the inhabitants of Tyre. Ashur also is joined with them. They have hope in the children of light. Salah. Do unto them as unto the Midianites, as unto Sisera, as unto Jabin, at the brook of Kasan, which perished at Endor. They become as done for the earth. Make their nobles like Orel, and like Zeel, yea, all their princes like Zabah, and as Zamuna, who say, let us take to ourselves the houses of God in possession. Oh my God, make them like a wheel, as the stumble before the wind, as the fire burning of wood, and as the flame set in the mountains on fire. So persecute them with thy temper, and make them afraid with thy stone. Fill their faces with shame, that they may seek thy name. O Lord, let them be confounded and troubled forever. Yea, let them be put to shame and perish, that men may know that thou, whose name alone is Yahweh, art the Most High of all the earth. All right, we're going to say the blessings in the Hebrew. Barakatah Yahweh, Wa Yahweh Shah, Wa Makahala, Wa Alahayim, Ma Taza Salaka, Ma Taza Ya, Amata Salaka, Mata, Ma Tazab Ya, Salaka. Say it again. Mata, wait, Ma Taza Ya, Alawa, Yahanna, Ha Alawab, Ha Soranyu, Ha Quatazanyanyu, Ha Kayanyanyu, Waha Awatyum, Yahweh, Bashem Yahushua, the one Amen. In the English, bless you, Yahweh, and Yahushua, and Michael, and the angels, commanded you in Yahanna, the generals, the captains, the officers, the troopers, and the sisters. Yahweh, in the name of Yahushua, thank you, so be it. All right, Sar, which means to turn. I think that was the last of the prayer. I don't think they do the curses. All right. So I want to say the water to y'all, the ones that tuned in the Sabbath class. Officer Atazar, I think he dropped off. I don't know, maybe something happened to the internet. But I want to say shalom. Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shah Barakatam to the brothers. Yahweh Shemar Thumb B'Shem Yahweh Shah. Kwam Yashala.
Yeah, Babylon is falling.